Hola, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to jump right in this thing and show you how I cover these dark circles, fill in these pores, and give you a full face. To fill in my pores, my favorite thing to use is the Benefit Porefessional Primer. Because I do have dry skin, I only apply it to the places where my pores are the largest, and I just kind of pat it and pack it in there. And now I'll be going in with the Lorac Porefessional Mattifying Primer for the remainder of my face and smoothing it out. And as you can see, it just gives me a nice smooth complexion and blurring my pores. To help rid of the dark circles, because I've not been getting much sleep lately, I'm using this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Orange. Applying that only to the dark circles under my eyes and then blending out with my Real Technique sponge. Now I'm going in with this NYX Dark Circle Corrector in the shade Medium. And I like to use this because it always works really great at helping to minimize my dark circles. I'm mixing two of my Urban Decay foundations, the All Nighter and Naked Skin foundation. I am applying with my finger after mixing them up, and now using my Morphe M439 to apply the foundation and smooth it onto my skin in a patting motion. Once I'm done applying the foundation using the brush, I will follow up with my Real Technique sponge to help blend it in a little more seamlessly and give me more of an airbrush or skin-like finish. I chose to mix the two foundations for two reasons. I have dry skin, and I find that the All Nighter tends to cling to my face or the dry areas in my face. As well, adding the Naked Skin weightless formula, it helps to give me the hydration that I need, but still gives me a good matte finish that is not too drying or too matte, as you can see here. The other reason, of course, is it gives me the perfect color payoff because I have one shade a little bit darker than the other. In the Naked Skin, I am wearing 6.0, and in the All Nighter shade, I wear 7.75, in case you were wondering. Now I'm applying my highlight using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And as you can see, I've applied it in the center of my chin, on the lower jawline, in a triangular shape just below my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, and in the center of my forehead. You may have noticed that I did not go all the way up, and this is because this concealer goes a long way, and I want to make sure that it's not too cakey under the eye, causing creasing. So I just take it from that little check mark or triangle that I made under the eye and begin to blend up. And as you can see, it gives me the perfect amount of coverage, and you can no longer see my dark circles. Hallelujah. Now I'm taking this Tranluscent powder by NYC. It is their loose smooth skin powder. I do recommend making sure that your sponge is damp when applying this, and this is just to set the places that I highlighted so that it does not move around and gives me more of a matte finish. I have heard that this powder is very kind of a dupe for the Laura Mercier. I don't know that to be true because I've never used it. Now I'm going in with my Morphe brushes contour palette in the shade 06F, and that actually has all powder contours, and I'm using this Wet n Wild brush, which you see me pinching to create a fan to create the contour on my jawline. And I just press it and begin to carve out the contour and then brush in an upward motion to blend it out. Now, of course, I'm allowing it to puff and go over the temples and the perimeter of my forehead. And again, I'll pinch it and create a fan like to carve out my jawline, under the lip, and on the sides of my chin. Using that same darkest shade in that Morphe palette, I am actually taking my Morphe 208 brush, and I am going to start at the tip of my brow and go all the way down to the center portion of my nose and create a small little connection there, and this is just to kind of help slender my nose, if you will. And now I'm taking another Morphe brush, which has kind of a dome-shaped head, and I'm just blending that into my skin and, of course, shading it down the sides of my nose, which will, again, give me more of a slenderized, contoured nose. Next step is to bronze, and I'm going in with my favorite bronzer, which you will see I have hit pan and desperately need a new one. This is the Lorac Tantalizer Bronzer Highlighting Duo, and I usually only use the bronzing side. I'm basically making a 3 or a backwards E, starting from the temple, hitting my cheekbone or just below above the contour, and then below my jawline and blending into my neck. And now for the final step for my face makeup, which is my NYX Set It Don't Fret It powder. I love using this powder. This is the saving grace and the seal of approval, if you will. If you are oily, you definitely want to use a step like this. I use a buffing brush along with this powder to set everything in place, as well blend all of the sharp edges together, meaning my blush, my bronzer, my contour, and just to make everything look seamless. As well, it sets everything in and mattifies my makeup. This is a step I always do. As well, this was great for dusting away the areas where my highlight, where I did a little bit of baking on the lower jawline and my nose. Now I'm setting my eyebrows with my e.l.f. eyebrow gel. And now for the eyes, I'm using Blanc and Canvas out of this Lorac Pro 3 palette and applying it all over my lid just to set everything. I decided to make the video quick and do one eye off camera, but can you see the difference how my eyes pop? I'm using my Morphe M501 brush to apply the shade Clay to the crease all over my, I shouldn't say all over, but just more so in the crease of my eye. Now using that same brush, I'm going in with the shade Terracotta just to warm it up. This eye or this whole makeup look is really just to create a warm nude look. That way it looks natural, but still gives me the full coverage look that I would love. Now I'm going in with my Morphe M433, and as you can see, I tap off because the Lorac powders or eyeshadows do tend to have fallout. And I'm going back in and basically layering those same colors, which are Clay and Terracotta, in my crease. To find the crease, I'm going in with my Morphe M441, and again, this is just to define and then bringing it down on the outer corner of my lid. Now using this e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, I am layering Pink Nude, which is a matte finish, and then on top of that going over with Light Gold, which is more of a shimmer finish out of that same palette. For this look, I'm applying the lighter shades only to the inner corner and most of the way over, leaving about 1/4 of the outer corner open. And I'm applying 2 shimmer shades mixed, which are Dark Mocha and Truffle from that palette, and packing it onto the outer 1/4 of my lid. Now I gave it a spritz and am going back over with Light Gold, and the spritz is just to kind of make it pop a little bit more, giving it more of a metallic sheen. And now I'll take my blending brush with a little bit of Terracotta and Clay mix just to reinforce the blend. And of course, you may have seen me dust away some of the fallout with a big fluffy brush. For my winged liner, I'm just doing a small wing liner or a thin one, and I'm actually using the NYX Matte Wing Liner. And now I'm going in with my favorite Ardell lashes, which are these Cluster Wispies in the number 600. I love these lashes. They are so thin, and this tool, if you're wondering, I actually got on eBay for $1, and it saves my life every time. Now to blend my lashes, I'm just blending my natural lashes using the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara, and now going in with this L'Oreal Smodering pencil to tightline my upper lid, and to help make my eyes pop, using the Kohl pencil from Rimmel London in the shade Nude to line my lower waterline, and then going back in with the L'Oreal Telescopic to reinforce my lower lashes. Now going in with my Morphe E36 brush and that same shimmer shade that I used all over. I am just highlighting the inner tear ducts of my eyes, and now using Becca's Opal highlighter to apply and highlight my cheekbones, the Cupid's bow, the tip of my nose, and my brow bone. I'll set everything in place using my Pixie Rose Water Setting Spray. And now to line my lips, I'm using Urban Decay Conspiracy and Milani's Liquid Matte Lipstick in the shade Adorable. I decided to warm it up just a little bit, so I decided to go in with the shade Honey, another liquid matte lipstick from Milani, just to go on the outer perimeter of my lips and create an ombre effect. Forgot to mention that I did apply that liquid matte eyeliner by NYX just to the outer corners of my eyes, only into the center, just to help it pop a little bit more. And as you can see, this is the final look. A full face, full coverage, matte but glowy, pretty nude look that will go with everything, and it does not look like you have too much makeup on. Everything blends perfectly and it goes with every outfit. Did I mention that already? Love this look. Comment below if you do, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Mwah! Love you all.